Hopefully, maybe. And there it goes. And we're live. Look at that. Look at us. Fuck around and we find out eventually, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know how it is. Welcome, gentlemen.
What's up?
How we doing? Uh-oh, now we can't hear you at all. What did you do, Bradley?
I didn't do nothing.
Oh, not
Can't hear.
Bradley. Anthony. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're muted. You're muted, my guy.
Yeah.
Your mic isn't connected.
The
war room is down.
Mute.
The war room is down.
The host. It says the host has muted your mic.
Yeah, stop trying to silence our views.
We're not.
Don't do that.
There you go.
The one day he gets to be freaking king and look at him.
I know, right?
This is why Sylvie killed Loki, because she couldn't trust him.
right.
Oh, is that what happened?
This is the exact reason.
We gotta talk about some Loki too.
You give somebody a little bit of power and they freaking abuse it.
I know, right?
You will hear these Marvel thoughts today, sir. I don't have any, but you'll hear these Marvel thoughts today.
Yeah, we're gonna hear them today, huh?
We're
With
punching
great
back.
power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Right.
Or great power comes a great asshole, depending on how you look at it.
That
What
happens,
is that beat in
happens
the
more
background?
It's
You
the
want it
jam.
off? You don't
No, I
the
like
jam?
it. I like it. I
thought
just
it
was
was-
asking.
I thought it was fitting because it's called, the beat itself is called Into Space. So I
I
figured
like
like
this.
it was just kind of fitting, like, you know, a little light in the background.
It is
don't
very
have-
nice in the lightness.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to worry about copyright issues. We could just, you know,
I like that. You know
don't
what?
have
Look
to
at
spend
you.
money
Okay,
for it.
now look, you
right.
get to be the producer and you get to make those type of decisions. Look at you.
You know,
Good on you, Mr.
It's all right.
Producer,
You know what I
Mr.
mean? I'm just-
Producer.
I'm just fucking around with the backgrounds a little bit. You know?
All right.
There you go.
Let's do your thug thizzle then.
You know,
Shit.
I'm
I'll
trying.
leave you alone. I'll leave
We're
you.
trying. I just want to make sure that you were feeling it. You know, I don't want
I do like.
you know, I
I
don't
do
want a
like-
shitty beat in your ear the whole time you're trying to concentrate.
Mm-mm.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Nah, it's good for me. Is it only going in your left ear right now or your right ear?
My left.
Mine too.
Oh, okay.
It's because again, we're using Bluetooth and I'm sure it has something to do with that.
Yeah.
This all three of us
Darn
just
you,
have ratchet
laptop.
setups right now, so it happens.
It is. But either way, we're here
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking about. Is it anybody else have that natural instinct to go, we're here, we're queer? Anybody else like from the 90s?
No.
We're here. We're queer.
No.
Get used to it
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I didn't have that in, but
No.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
or get with it.
When you said we're here, I was gonna say we're not queer. So like, I kinda had a little bit of an
And see, I don't
inkling
know
of
if
it, but,
that's
like,
anti-LGBT. I don't think it is, but I don't want to
think it is
be.
because we're not.
Yeah,
You can't, like, you know what I mean? Like, that'd be like saying if somebody was white just because of the sake of they're white, it'd be like, well, you hate black people. Like, well, I
Yeah.
can't help that.
does anybody else have that issue where you like if you, all right, so a song, like a word will pop, like the end of a sentence will end on the start of the lyric of a song, and then does anybody else break out in the song when they hear that word?
Oh, all the time.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like that. Like it's like
Yeah.
a knee-jerk reaction.
yeah,
We're here, and like
absolutely.
the first thing I think of is to rhyme it. We're
What is
queer.
that even from? Where did that even come from?
It has to be a slogan. I
I
don't
don't
know.
Yeah,
even
it was-
remember. Well, right, it
It's
is
a
a slogan.
90s slogan.
Jess said it. I just don't know where it came from.
Yeah, we're queer. Get used to it. I bet you.
Yeah.
It's like
Will and Grace, I'm sure it came from.
Yeah,
probably.
I love that show, by
it
the
sounds
way.
like something from Bring It On, but I don't know.
No, definitely not Bring It On.
Maybe Drumline.
I'll say that-
Definitely not. You're going.
Definitely not drumline.
I would say more Bring It On than Drumline.
Drumline. How do you go worse in a worse direction, sir?
What do you mean?
Oh my god, that's funny.
I just
That
like
movie
clowning
doesn't
on
hold up.
Drumline.
I don't want to say it doesn't hold up, but it didn't age well. Not maybe
Which one?
Drumline, but no, Bring It On, because it was a lot of questionable things going on in that movie. Like
Oh, really? I never saw it.
one of the cheerleader dudes was getting handsy and slipped his finger up the girl's skirt while he was holding her up at the football game,
Yo,
and then they throw the F-bomb in there.
The other F-bomb?
You know which one? The one that rhymes with maggot.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
the derogatory
Damn,
F-bomb.
we're
Yeah, the other
so
one.
people are so scared to say that word
Yeah.
now. I love it.
you got a good
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah, because they were in the car, and the dude and one of the cheerleader dudes, he like put like something on. No, he didn't put like here, but Elijah Dushku's character was like, "Oh, I didn't know you speak fluent maggot."
Oh wow.
Wow.
Your memory is very. Your
That's
memory is
impressive.
insane.
I never
Yeah.
saw the
Whoa!
movie. So
Bring
like,
it
I don't
on,
know,
bro.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shoot, man! The early 2000s, we can just let the maggot word
Just let it
around.
fly, bro.
Let it fly."
Everything was
I mean,
allowed
like,
back then.
Yeah, right then.
like,
yeah.
I
You can get
still-
away with American Pie.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I work with a couple coworkers that still use that word, like on occasion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're old enough for probably.
If you're on
Couple-
Xbox,
no, like
everybody
couple
uses that
youngins,
word.
like 21, 22, and they're still using it. So
Oh,
somewhere
the Call of
memo
Duty
got
lobby.
blurred. Huh?
Yeah, well, geez.
Oh, yeah.
Call of Duty lobbies. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Not in there, no. But
Racism is living. It's thriving. It's alive and thriving in the Xbox
Call of
community.
Duty. I
In the
always,
Call
I
of
don't know
Duty
when
realm.
it comes to that word. I always just kind of revert back to the Bill Burr stand-up special where he does a whole thing about that, about what are you, a maggot? About how dudes don't live. Dudes live exponentially shorter because all we do is suppress the urge to hug a puppy or eat eat a popsicle or something because we're we're afraid of our homies calling us a maggot.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was funny.
Bill Burr is so stupid, bro. He's so funny.
Oh man.
Who is cooking?
Somebody's chopping up them onions, bud.
I know, right?
Chopping up good food up there.
Oh yeah.
You about to eat good tonight.
I know, right? Somebody is. That's what's up.
Brad's like, you're damn right. She better be up there chopping them onions.
Boil some sausage.
He looks like that guy, but you know he's not that guy. And I love it.
it.
He got the look.
Smells good.
Ooh. All right, so
Oh,
then what
man.
do we want to talk about? Are you guys all caught up on Mando? How do we feel about Mando? I want
I'm
to get
not-
Brad's. I want to exclusively get Brad's thoughts on Mando because I kind of know.
Yeah,
where
I'm
this
not
is gonna
caught
go.
I'm all the way caught up too, and I can say this season is they don't know what the hell they're doing so far.
They don't. They don't. They don't.
Like what?
It's
Like what's
over.
the point? What's the point of this? What's going on?
They have no idea what the fuck is going on
They're
anymore.
just doing whatever they just want to do at this point, and it's not making no sense. I don't get the direction that they're trying to put this. So I don't think what my thing is with how Star Wars is looking in their universe, they are not trying to push forward at all. You see a lot of the stuff that goes on, it's all prequel stuff that happened after, you know, the third movie, and then it's not trying to progress. I don't think they know what their future looks like. So I think that's why The Mandalorian, the show is kind of stagnated because they don't know where can we take this character after this. Where can do you guys I don't think Disney knows where they want to take the series pre the new trilogy movies, because there's that big gap between the first trilogy and the end of that and the Return of the Jedi and then the beginning of the other trilogy with, you know, that just ended, and you got all that gap in between. I don't think they know where they want to go in between there and after that. So I think everything's kind of limbo. So they're kind of like, all right, y'all have to wait until we figure out what's going on, so y'all can just figure it out. So there's no direction going on. That's what I'm taking from this, because this show was good. It was good.
When?
What, The Mandalorian? What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He hasn't liked it from the jump. He hasn't liked it
Wow.
from its inception.
I mean, I like season one a little bit, but then season 2 is just about selling toys. Like, they're just pushing that Baby Yoda agenda so
Grogu.
hard.
He has a big Grogu sitting on the couch right now. It's fucking
I know I
hilarious.
got Grogu sitting on the couch. I literally have a Grogu blanket right there. But I would say with the show, the reason why, it's literally right here.
Yeah,
See, they got me.
Yeah. They got you.
They got
They
me.
got him.
They got him. They got me. They got me. They got me. But I would say the show, as far as how I like it, is that it's something that's not directly tied into anything Skywalker related in that saga. So we're seeing things on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
of that, which is really good. And The Mandalorian was so popular, they literally put the season 2.5 in that terrible Boba Fett show.
They should have just started season 3 with that shit.
I know.
It would have been tolerable
God.
if they would have just made it a part of Mandalorian instead of trying to make it its own
shit.
Yeah,
story.
its own show. And they should
Yeah.
have recasted Boba Fett. The original dude, he's way too old. He was out of shape, and his armor and everything looked like a dime store cosplayer just decided to just go out and do that. I think cosplay.
Oh, shots
Wow.
Thank
What's
you.
up, Will? How
Thank
we
you.
doing today, buddy?
That costume was
Thanks for tuning in.
terrible. I was like,
yeah.
What? Hold on though. What makes it terrible compared to the original movie?
It just looks tacky.
it looks tacky. It don't look right.
Now, question for you: Does it only
Target?
look? Wow! Not the Target threads, not the Goodfellow.
Yeah, bro.
Which I will. Hold on. This is Goodfellow. I love Goodfellow. I don't want to. I want to make sure I put that out there. Okay.
They're
Just in case.
They're not sponsored.
They might. You never know. Okay.
All right.
Right. Okay. That's fine. We can get behind that.
But question. Is it like that? Do we feel like it's just a tacky version because everything's in HD now and like those movies were made? Like,
Yes.
when did Boba Fett first appear?
Partly. Well, hold on. Here's
When did
My
he
thing
first
is
appear?
Yeah, like when was his first appearance? I don't know Star Wars like that.
The very first
Empire
one, the
Strikes Back.
Empire. So what? 77.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that was like The Empire Strikes Back. That was early 80s.
Because what makes it cosplay?
No,
What makes it cosplay?
Jedi was the only one in the 80s, I believe.
No.
So I think it was like 70.
You guys are nerding out. You
Yeah,
guys are
Star
nerding
Wars.
out.
Star Wars. The first one was 79, and the other one was like 80.
Empire Strikes
yeah.
Back was 1980.
Ah,
1980.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was 80. Yeah,
Oh, at the
it was
time.
80.
Okay.
I have to give it up
But
for
anyway.
Jake and his producer skills today. Goodness gracious, he's Googling.
yeah.
Let's
My
go.
Google's on.
Very excited
Got it.
about that.
Greedy
It's
the
like-
people
it's
in the
them
chat.
damn-
He is
It's
on
them
it.
damn mushrooms. It's the
It is. It's the
psilocybin working
mushrooms,
them.
bro.
There
It's
you
the
go.
mushrooms, the alpha brain, and the Zoa.
I just started.
It's got me suited and
The
booted. my guy.
Zoa.
I took a cap and a stem today.
There you
So,
go. Yeah.
We'll see, things are
Wait.
like nice and
Yeah, they're nice and
loosey
loosey. You
goose. I
feeling
feel
good?
good. Like usually this audio stuff would really, really bother me, but I'm okay. I'm all
It's
right.
fine. It's fine.
I sound great in my ears.
Right, we sound good. We know it's not this. It's just the blue. Because look, you can even see it on the Bluetooth. It's only using one channel.
Yeah.
It's really annoying, and I'm not smart enough to figure it out. But anyway, back to my question: Is that why? Do you guys think that's a reason? Like, because
No.
what makes it
So-
cosplay?
So here's
looks
my
like-
thing.
It
Oh,
looks
go ahead. Go ahead.
freshly painted with like the wrong paint.
And it just
Like
looks
it's-
like I just bought this from Target, and as I said, I've seen cosplayers do a better job at doing Boba Fett's armor than they did
Right
on
there.
that show.
Yeah.
That's the point right there. When you are a multi-fucking billion-dollar company, between Lucas or Disney, I don't give a fuck who. They're both multi-billion-dollar industries, and you have and Star Wars has a reputation for their visual effects and them being so crisp. And
They
so
are really good.
and everything like that. And so the fact when you roll out a Boba Fett outfit that I've seen better on an Instagram post at Comic-Con, we have a problem. Like if a dude can spend a whole year saving his money and printing and cutting and making his own armor and making it look dope, and then as Disney
Through an iPhone lens.
Yeah, and you have professionals who do this shit for a fucking living, and some dude who works at fucking Wells Fargo for
You know what,
9 to
Mr.
5 made a
Producer?
better outfit than you did. We have a problem.
Mr. Producer, can you pull up a visual of both side by side? Can you do that for us?
Sure, let's do that.
I mean, it did.
See if you can do it.
The armor looked original in whatever episode that was. Was it like season 2?
Yeah,
with Timothy Oliphant or whatever, and he's
Yeah.
wearing it. It looked way too big on him, which I think was the point. But it looked like the Boba Fett armor. But then, as soon as you get into Book of Boba Fett and he gets his hands on it,
It was just like,
it's
what
like-
the heck is
Mm.
and
that?
I don't know if that was like the point. Like it was supposed to look like he wanted to put a fresh coat of paint on it,
Mhm.
and
Oh.
and used like a what he had available on Tatooine, because it looks like pastel-y looking, you know, like it was like. So I don't know. Maybe there's some lore behind.
Don't try to bail it out. It was just a bad. It's just don't try to bail it out. Oh, lore reasons why it looks cheap, and the fact that he's standing next to a good, like, you know, Mandalorian costume, and
yeah, but he looks better than everybody.
Yeah, and everybody else and all the other Mandalorian costumes and everything look good, and it's just when you look at Boba Fett, it's just like, why y'all? The budget just stopped at. Run the target real quick and grab it. But but
every time you say running the target, I think of the New York Spider-Man. You know what I'm talking about? Spider-Man would be dressing in Tim's.
Yeah,
that's what I think of. Just busted shit to be Peter Parker. Oh, Peter Parker with a boot on his car.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
But I say this season, I like The Mandalorian. I hope the Disney figure out what direction that they're trying to put the Star Wars universe in, and so they can actually start, you know, progressing and making it worthwhile watching again. Because as far as like some of the stuff that they're doing, because I know they canceled some of the movies, Star Wars movies that are going on, so I don't think they really know what they're doing with this franchise as of right now. I think they're just kind of just.
To get back to your point, yeah, I see you. Good job closing your point out. That's nice. Listen, we are firing on all cylinders today, fellas.
We are. We're doing well today. Look at us.
Wow. Very rarely get this other than the audio shit, but we are looking very good today.
That audio thing bothering him. I want to hear how it sounds.
I thought you said it wasn't bothering you though. I thought you said
it's not, but it's not, but I'm back at it because when I think about it, I get a little irritated, and then I just
bringing it up,
and then I know like your girl that's not over the problem.
I know you're not over it.
Oh shit!
I love that. That's how I feel.
All right, so
yes.
See, it can look.
That's a cosplay.
Okay.
And hold on, wait. Oh wait, no! Oh no, I screwed it up. Hold on, wait a minute.
All good though. I'm gonna take this in while you screwing it up. Okay.
That's a cosplay.
So he's got a bullet hole. All right.
Which is still there.
Which is dope. Just that little bit of detail. Yeah. Like he's been in battle. That's so cool.
And he's been in the.
But let's not act like that's not a Haynes.
And so like you see,
but
we're talking
like
about the missing
just the
paint.
armor.
See all the little flecks of missing paint and shit that make it look real.
Yeah.
That's not on the other one. You know, it's like perfectly painted, all of it, and it's like a little bit lighter green and a little bit lighter red, and it's like a true gold instead of like that off gold. And it just looks too like bright and new, you know.
And you know what? If they're gonna keep the same actor, then you would assume that the armor also aged too. So that is a good point.
Which, like I'm saying, like when Timothy Oliphant's wearing it, it looked like that.
Yeah, and they definitely could have redesigned it, and they definitely needed to recast Boba Fett.
Yeah,
because all right.
He's not believable.
He was real corny.
He's old and decrepit.
The last time he did the movie like that was like what? He was in like the later was he's an old man.
Nobody gives a fuck about that character and like that actor as that character, because like
exactly
General Cody and all the other clones in the Clone Wars look nothing like that guy.
Exactly.
So
no,
they could have picked a dope actor to play that character. It would have made that whole series so much better.
Yeah.
He would have worked better with all of the other actors that are great actors that are in
You know what? I don't care. Actually, it doesn't matter what actor they put in there. During that whole entire series, Boba Fett was getting his ass kicked for like 4 episodes.
Why did he have his helmet off the whole fucking time?
What a letdown! What a letdown of how he actually escaped the Sarlacc pit. Like he just like burned it and then like crawled through the sand. Like what? Like that? There's no way.
I was out when he
They was
had
like,
that
get
little
him out.
13-year-old dragging him. I was like, all right, like
Oh, yeah.
that little 11-year-old has you hostage like this, bro. I couldn't. I couldn't. I was out dragging him across the sands. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you can.
You're in a like, what is he? He's like a hired mercenary, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a badass. Like, mercenary. Like, you need a job done. You need somebody to get going. All right, you get the best of the best. Just kind of like how they doing a better Boba Fett in The Mandalorian than Boba Fett is. So how badass as you see Mando is on the show, that's how badass Boba Fett is supposed to be.
Because isn't he like his counter? I don't know, but is he his counterpart?
No.
Okay.
No, they're not.
Okay. See, I didn't know for sure.
The Mandalorian, like kind of, you know what? They're pretty much just a cult.
Absolutely.
That nigga said they're a cult.
They're pretty much. They're just
You need to
cult.
bathe yourself in the waters of
The Mandalorian.
you know, wash your
Go in
armor.
And it's like, all right, you guys are just this is the way and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, I wish I was a part of this. Like, no, I watched the Waco doc and all this other stuff. This is very cultish.
Shut
This is
the
way.
Shut up.
I'm like, whoa.
Yo, get this man out of here. He's crazy today. I said I
All
seen the
right,
Waco
I mean-
thing. I see the signs.
I do not. Yeah, I it's cool in theory that like, okay, you get all these cool weapons and everything. They had all those weapons in the Waco doc. They had all those guns, but I don't want to join a cult. I have to do all these rules. I have to go to a corner to eat my meal, to take my helmet off and eat my meal.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, as soon as he found out that they can never take the helmet off around, because it's like you can't take it off around other people, right?
Yeah, you got to go around the corner. So God forbid if someone's like, ooh, just taking a stroll and while you eating on the oh shit,
It's just unbelievable. Yeah, that part gets me. That part gets me.
and I'm kicked out just because I can't enjoy my chicken wings.
Or you gotta go. Now you gotta go take a bath, a bubble bath.
I know. I gotta go
all the way in a country or another land,
Yeah,
Oh
another
my
planet.
God.
gotta fight my way back.
Oh,
and enjoy a meal.
God,
Get out of here.
that's so funny. Yeah, it's
How about
just
Mando
it's too much.
blindly walking into all that water with like 100 pound, 200 pounds of fucking armor on.
Another
Yeah.
one. Another thing.
I thought he fell in because he had all that armor, not because he got pulled.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did. He just sunk.
You just suck. Like, oh shoot, didn't think this through.
Oh, I thought he got pulled under. I thought the whole point was he got
No,
pulled under by
he just-
the fucking thing.
He did eventually,
just-
but he fell through. But she saw the
Eye.
thing. Bo saw the
Yeah,
little
that's
monster.
that's what I thought
the
pulled him under.
mythosaur.
The Mythos.
No.
Mythosaur.
No, he
Oh,
just
okay.
fell.
What is this creature called?
The
The
mythosaur.
Mythosaur.
Yeah, I honestly just thought she fell or he fell or he got.
He was
pulled.
like, oh.
But if
he
you just
doesn't
fell,
say-
that still makes
A
sense because
mythosaur.
He
yeah.
doesn't say nothing about something grabbed me. He literally says I fell.
Yeah,
Well, I just
Yeah, because he didn't see it.
you're
Only
talking about
Bo saw
after
it.
they were talking, right? Yeah, and she was
Yeah,
like, "Did you see
no, when
anything down there?"
When he was telling, when he was telling the armorer when he gets back to the cult.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And,
Alright,
yeah,
so
he's
you're
like,
right.
I fell into the depths,
Back to my
and then
point.
she was like, and I pulled him out.
cosplay.
Yeah. No problem.
Yep.
The real one.
He looks like a Power Ranger.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, cosplay,
All right.
Yeah.
Cosplay.
the real one.
See,
Oh, he does have the bullet hole up there, though.
See,
See,
he's wearing
this
like
one-
a karate gi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
right.
the only difference I can tell is that this person wore gray instead of black. Yeah,
Yeah.
that person's wearing a karate gi, whereas he's just wearing like Under Armour.
and I
Yeah,
would say
but like
this.
He looks like something out of the Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
the
gotta
pauldrons are
do better.
different.
And
They're
this is
trying to
not really
they're trying to slim him
showing it.
down with the black. They're trying to
Yep.
make
Yeah.
it look.
And I was gonna say this is see like him. He's holding like his old gut in.
Keep
and
it
everything
here.
Like
Keep
that.
it here for a second. Jay.
But
yeah,
in the show, it don't look right in motion and everything. It just
Yeah.
doesn't look right. This one, it's like all right. They know like all right, pose him the proper way to make this look good. but
Yeah.
emotion in
Put
the show,
camera
it
at the
don't
right
look.
angle.
Yeah,
It's like a fat
man.
girl on Instagram.
yeah.
Oh God damn!
Gotta know the angles. Yep.
True.
Oh
With the
wow,
motherfucking angles.
bro, that's
Gosh
wild.
damn it!
It is. Yep. So that's a better view.
Yeah, the
of it,
paint.
but-
Yeah, the paint of it just looks too. I get the paint thing now.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just like,
This is
Yeah.
It's
this,
cartoonish.
This doesn't look imposing to me.
we need like a screenshot
No.
from the show. This looks like
This is
like
a screenshot from the show.
yeah. I
This
told you
looks
they,
more like a
they staged this one so to make it look.
Oh, I
but
see what you're
this
saying.
is-
Yeah,
This is not.
I see
how
what
it
you're
is
saying.
in motion.
You need an
you know?
in-action shot, is what he's
Yeah.
saying. But I get it. No, I get it.
Don't look nothing like that when it's in action like that.
Well, I'm just comparing the costumes. I'm not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
right.
You know.
Yeah.
But That's yeah.
You know,
That looks better than I remember it.
Exactly. This don't look nothing. Exactly right. Exactly. When I'm looking at it now, I'm
eat
like,
your words, nigga.
I'm like,
Well,
this is not the
It's
show.
it's honestly only because this might be a promo shot. And number two, he had his helmet off 75% of the fucking time. In that shit.
Yeah,
Very
he did.
true.
Yeah, he did.
It was just
Yeah, he
showing his
did.
ugly ass face instead of this
Okay,
shit,
all right.
Exactly.
It's like, dude,
Like
is
this
this
is what made Boba Fett.
And here's
you know,
the
what he
issue is that
is.
when you have like everybody like okay, here's my thing too is that when in the last I don't know, not
I'm good
even
on
10
it,
years.
Jake. If you want to take it down again,
Oh,
my
yeah,
bad.
yeah, my bad. Yeah. So like in the last 10 years, you've now had 2 instances with Star Wars to where the lead actors have come out and been like, that is not the fucking character as I understand it to be. And that's not the character that I signed up to play at all.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's 2 huge characters. It's not like they're like side characters or characters that were made up.
Who else
Like,
said
yeah.
that?
Mark Hamill said it about Luke Skywalker.
Oh, that's
He like
huge.
vehemently
Oh, yeah.
like there's videos all over the internet about him.
He's
and
salty about it.
He's salty about it. And he's like, this is not how Luke would have been acting. And like, I guess he had arguments with Ryan Johnson about it. And he was like, this is not, he's like, I'm going to do what you direct me to do. But this is not my version of Luke Skywalker. This is not
I
who
mean,
I left
that's-
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker at.
That's what Jedis do. Like that's what Yoda did in George Lucas's world. They go and sulk in isolation when
Yeah.
they fuck up.
His thing was that like from like the videos that I saw, like Mark Hamill's argument was that Luke, even up until the rolling credits of the last of The Empire Strikes Back, Luke has always represented hope, and he's always represented kind of the light side of the Force. So Mark Hamill felt him to be very out of place for him to just be like this sulky, his inner bitch, which he always was a bitch, but like he turns more into his inner bitch.
He's more of
and
a
like,
grumpy
and like
old
you remember,
guy,
like
man.
me and you turned and looked at each other and laughed sarcastically when he fucking threw the lightsaber over his shoulder. We were like, we were ready to walk out 30 seconds in. We were like, what the fuck?
He's like, you brought it back, and you just
And then
tossed
he
it
just
like,
tossed it. 'Cause that's how they leave.
It was
That's
a
how they
ha-ha
leave
moment.
The Force Awakens. She's like getting ready to hand the lightsaber, and I'm expecting going into the second one, like he's gonna catch it with the Force and turn it on, and like shit's gonna go down for 2 more.
Yeah, he's
movies,
like,
and he just
yeah.
like looks at it and he's like, I
Like-
don't want this shit. Like, what
yeah.
the fuck? What are we doing?
They wanted to.
It felt like with that movie, Ryan Johnson was like, he looked at all the most popular fan theories that people wanted to happen and did the exact opposite.
Here's
That
your
was-
fan theory.
That was his goal.
Here's your fan theory. Here's your lightsaber.
Yeah,
See ya.
he's pretty much thrown away, kind of like the old guard.
Stupid.
And that's why I kind of appreciate what he was trying to do. It's like, all right, we need to move past this. This is we want to bring in a new generation. So throw away the old guard and kind of like getting rid of the older characters and moving to something new. And a lot of people weren't,
You could have
riding
done that
with
without
like
disrespecting the fucking, without disrespecting. Like, I mean, like at this point, like Luke's lightsaber is a character in the Star Wars universe. Like, you can't just disrespect,
Especially
it
after
like
The
that.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, like you
when
can't
they
just
showed
fucking
that
do
all that Force energy is attached to that lightsaber from all the people that were slaughtered with it in
The history behind, yeah.
yeah.
I get it, and I think, like I said, I see what he was trying to do. He wanted to move forward from that, trying something new. And this is what happens when people, and this is something like with the Star Wars fandom and everything, is that they had such a problem with the movie and not kind of looking at what it was trying to do, move everything forward. And then we get the Rise of Skywalkers, and we get and then you get that movie in return.
The Rise of the Poops.
Yeah, right. And then
Mm.
and that's the problem too with also sometimes like with Star Wars, freaking Sidious should have been dead. Why did they bring him back?
Yeah, that was
Who?
horrible.
Say it again. Who was
Darth
that?
Darth
Sidious.
Sidious.
Oh yeah.
Darth Sidious.
Well, that should,
Palpatine.
in my humble opinion, that
Palpatine,
should have
yep.
just been Kenobi's long lost daughter, and not
Yeah, that'd have been fine.
and not Palpatine.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah.
that point,
Yep,
they
I'm-
should
yeah,
have
you're actually a
just
Palpatine.
stuck. They should have just stuck with her being a nobody.
That too.
They
That
should have.
too.
Yep.
She
Yeah,
could
I
have
would've
been. She could have been the true, prodigy of that was the one, conceived of midichlorians, because Anakin fucked it all up.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. That and again, that's what the second movie was trying to establish. Like, you ain't got no connection to none of this. You are an orphan. You have no connection to any of this. And that's what I'm saying. I like where he was trying to do that Skywalker kind of like saga and everything that's tied to it. We're getting rid of that. We're starting something new. She ain't got no ties to him. You're starting fresh and do with that. So what the second movie tried to do, I understand and appreciate, because I as far as moving the Star Wars saga and how they kind of just retconned a lot of the things, like some of the books and video games and the lore that happened in there, we're gonna say like that's something else, and we're kind of like moving in a different direction with it. They should have stuck with it instead of like, oh my god, the fans don't like it, let's just throw out this kind of more fan servicey, or try to be fan servicey third movie out of the trilogy, and really have like a pile of dog shit at the end of the day, because I did not like that third movie.
That's where they get.
Man, it was
That's
bad.
the thing that Disney does the worst, is when you try to play into the fan service, then you're letting the fans know that what they thought should have happened is right, as opposed to sticking true to what you think the story should be.
Yeah, because
because then you start going in different areas.
How excited do you get in the theater when you're like, I fucking knew it?
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes.
Like
Instead
that,
of
yeah.
like, what?
But it's the hypocritical fans that are the loudest ones, and those points come across like you. And this is what I was saying about She-Hulk, is they played into that. They're like, oh, okay, so this is what you say about our CGI, or like this is what you say about this, or this is what you say about that. It felt like they were writing that story on a weekly basis. Am I wrong, or did they just predict everything that every critique was going to be said about it?
Or
They
they
already-
could have been going a certain direction.
they already know that.
And then they just said, fuck it at the end and wrote an
They knew.
episode.
She-Hulk felt like they knew what they were doing up until they didn't know what they were doing. Like,
Interesting.
Mhm.
like
But but then they also said, but that was the thing though, is like
They knew what
they
were
touched
doing.
on that. Like they touched on people saying like how the endings are supposed to be, and like what the fans say was what I'm basically that's what I'm
Yeah, they
getting
have
to.
they have a whole.
Is they listen to what the
backlog
fans said, and they made a whole damn show about responding to like what the fans like. But again, though, do you think that is sometimes where they can go astray, is by them trying to incorporate what the fans are saying, or try to please the fans and fan service?
I think you
No,
can do
it-
both. Like, because
Yeah.
I think you can
Okay.
do both. Like, here's the thing though, is that like, okay, like let's be honest. Like, if that was the case, then we would only ever have one type of pizza. We would only have one type of sandwich. We would only have, you know what I mean? Like, you can do shit that people like. You know what I mean? Like, I can make you a turkey sandwich, but I could add my own, own spices and my own shit to it, and it's a more delicious turkey sandwich, and it's what you expected with just a little bit more on top of it, or with its own
Like,
creative spin. Like, you
Yeah,
can
I was
easily
expecting
like,
that.
you can easily do that with these TV shows. Like for like basic, I just went back and watched for the fuck of it, I watched Civil War. And like, if you go and you compare them back to back, like I remember being in the theater watching it, and that particular scene where Spider-Man and Steve have their little interaction.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this might be the part from the comic books where like Spider-Man switches sides like he does in the comics. It never happens. He never changes sides. But like I didn't mind that. But like again, like it was something that I expected. I didn't get it. But overall, I wasn't hating on it. You know what I mean? Like it's something like you can put your own creative twist on something that already exists or theories that fans might put behind it, and yet it still satisfy everybody. Or it's still you can't satisfy everybody, but you can at least satisfy
the majority.
Like the vast majority. You know, you can satisfy the vast majority without doing some like crazy fuck shit that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I also think to truly enjoy the movie, I think like you have to have some sort of knowledge about them, right? Is it starting to change like the television shows? Like you have to have some type of knowledge about it. It's like She-Hulk. Didn't nobody really know about her.
Yeah, that's the thing about these shows now is that, and that's what you want to do with your shows anyway. If you don't have any knowledge, you still can come in this and enjoy it like somebody who does not have any knowledge, because they're going to do an origin and backstory of the person. So you kind of get like, okay, this is
the fast sped up version,
and things like that. Because honestly, sometimes like really origins aren't really the most important thing, especially if it's a basic one. Like everybody knows the origin of, you know, Spider-Man, Batman, and so you don't see those getting beat in our heads when we see the newer movies anymore, because you already know what happens. Let's get to the shits right now. So origins is just really like, how did we get to this point, and not necessarily how this person is the way they are. You can do that during the storytelling on what you're trying to put out there. So
that's
as far
what
as like
season
the
one of
knowledge,
She-Hulk should have been. It's just an origin story. They should have spent that whole first season. It's only like 6 episodes. It should just be 6 or 8 or something like that. It should have just been her like learning how to be a Hulk and becoming a Hulk.
She did. You know? That's what it was. Yeah, but they
one
sped
episode.
It up.
One episode.
It was one episode.
It was more like 3.
Yeah,
it was one.
It was like pretty much the whole season.
The first episode should have just been establishing her completely as Jennifer Walters. And you're just waiting for that moment of when she turns into a Hulk and why and how does that happen. And then there's got to be more time spent of her not adapting, but like, I guess adapting, because she does have to.
They did do that. They did do that. That's the whole show.
I know they did it. They needed to spend more time on it. They blew through all that shit, and they're trying to.
So then that is the question. Then that essentially is what I was saying. If they're not going to take the time to explore the character, then you have to have some sort of knowledge about the character beforehand to really enjoy the shows. Is what I was saying.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Is that's where you lose people.
But then Desmond is saying that the shows are entry level for anybody. You can come in and enjoy them. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the actual? Because what is the issue?
Because
just all of them.
Just because like what Jake was saying with Civil War is like they put their spin on it. Us comic people, we know what the real Civil War is, so you don't have to.
But Jake made that point though. But Jake just brought up a great point. He said they were having that exchange where he thinks, "Oh shit, this could be the moment where Spider-Man goes evil." I didn't fucking know that. And I've read Civil War. I don't remember it.
He doesn't go evil. He goes to the other side.
Okay, not evil. You know what I mean. Shut up. Automatically think he's evil. Yeah. I didn't mean it like that. You already know. But what I'm saying is, you know whose side I'm on, clearly. But no. But that's what I'm saying. So like that point, that's a very great point Jake brought up. When there's a point in that storyline where there's a possibility, and we don't know because we're sitting there watching. We don't know what they got in store for us yet because it's happening in live. But I didn't know that, but I still enjoyed the movie. Yeah. So I guess like, do you need that knowledge or do you not?
But that's a very specific.
I don't think
detail is what I'm saying.
Is it?
That's an incredibly specific detail. Because here's the thing: is that like you just said, like to me, like if. Okay, so here's I think where we're getting to a problem with Marvel and like with She-Hulk, and I think this might be the roundabout way to like close this out, is that Marvel is getting too comfortable with their audience and they assume that everybody knows everything, and that they're just assuming that the only audience they got left are true comic book fans, or they assume that people have done what like you and Brad have done, is where you've read these or you've watched these movies and you're like, holy fuck. this is actually dope. And you start picking up comic books and you start reading shit and you start like, you actually dig into the lore. There aren't a lot of people that will actually do that. So, so like Marvel's getting too comfortable with their audience and they just assume, and again, I will bring it back into the soup pot. It was kind of the same thing like with Kang. Like they just assumed that everybody was going to already know who Kang was. And so you just kind of get like, now we're like breezing through and it's like, okay, well, everybody knows who She-Hulk is. So instead of like taking the time to actually deal with her character, we're going to spend more time dealing with her, like her dating issues. Like,
yeah,
no,
shit
it wasn't
that,
good.
shit,
Oh my
shit
God.
that they
About
can.
that.
They're trying to.
I don't even want to get into that. That's the part.
Audience.
That's the comment that fucking pisses me off the most, I think.
But and the thing about it is, it's like She-Hulk in its nature is not like a super serious type of comic book / comic book character, and it's more like tongue in cheek, her breaking the fourth wall, doing all that other stuff. So that
They nailed
what
that.
it is. So that's what her character is. So trying to serious out a non-serious character, then that's kind of going against what.
I'm not saying you got to be serious, but I'm saying like you can't. I don't know where I'm really. I guess my issue is that like I'm if you don't know who She-Hulk is, like, and if you didn't know who She-Hulk was and you watch that show, is that going to make you want to go pick up a She-Hulk comic?
Maybe because
I started to read them.
Literally,
I read the first one.
Yeah, but you're also a loyalist now. Like you want to deep dive and learn about this shit. You're not just like a random.
But She-Hulk made me want to do it. That was the answer. I'm answering your question.
Yeah, it's a question, but because I'm putting out what if you were to pick up this comic, this is what you're going to expect from the character when you do read it, as far as personality wise, what she's doing in the show, as far as that. So if you like this, you're going to get a little taste of this when you go read it. Right. So it's like, and like I did it with her, but I didn't do it with Agatha. I didn't. You know what I mean?
Because Agatha doesn't have her own comics, really. She's a secondary character.
True.
And all the other ones. She-Hulk has her own. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were so let's say that you weren't doing this, like you weren't doing a podcast. You were just occasionally going to the theater every once in a while because you were like, oh, I'm gonna go check out this Marvel movie. So you just go check it out on a $5 Tuesday. You're not doing the premiere with your homies. You're not really invested like that. You're not invested like that. Like you occasionally see stuff, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh shit, there's a new She-Hulk. Oh shit, it's like 4 or 5 episodes deep." And you watch 3 to 4 episodes, are you gonna be like, "Man, I gotta go read these comics"?
Yeah,
depending on who.
I did that. I picked up the comics before we even started the podcast.
Of She-Hulk.
Of She-Hulk.
I never got to She-Hulk. But that's the point. Is the show made me want to go read the She-Hulk comics? That was your question. And that's
has anybody rewatched the show? Like,
that's another good question. I haven't.
Yeah, Christina has, and I popped in and out, but I wasn't because I was playing video games.
In One Piece, you know, like I watched it like once a week as it came out, and so you know how like when you watch a series, like you binge it for a while, it feels different than when you have that week break in between each episode.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I haven't revisited She-Hulk.
Well, maybe it's a little better as a 2.5 hour movie instead of a 6 half-hour TV show.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, it's fine. TV shows are fine, and I don't mind if you want to adapt your characters or something to put them in TV shows.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying maybe it's just better to watch it straight through in one sitting. Instead of in episodes with a break in between. Maybe it's a little better.
I like watching stuff all the way through. Yeah, I like the binge stuff instead of the weekly thing that goes on like that. And I wish a lot of
we had a conversation about this actually.
So I appreciate that when shows or like streaming services.
But do you think it would be better though? That's his question.
Would it be better?
It would be better if you watched it.
I think the show would be what it is.
It'd be what it is because I already like the show. I already like the show.
Yeah, it would be what it is. Whether I get it on a daily dosage, a 6-hour drip, or a once a week thing. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it's not like
The show's gonna be what the show is.
Yeah, it wasn't a show that
Brad makes a
liked.
good point because I enjoy WandaVision even more now that I actually sat down and watched it
Mm-hmm.
in like one full sitting.
Yeah, because
Knowing-
you probably get to take in details, right? And more
right,
of the
knowing
story. You don't
exactly
get
what was going
disconnected.
on and what happened, like it
that's
almost
preference.
changed the entire narrative of the. I was like, holy fuck.
I like
I guess
WandaVision a
that's
lot better the
preference.
second time.
You know what I
Wow,
mean?
better.
Whereas, like, I don't know if I'm gonna get that same feeling watching She-Hulk if I sat down and watched it in
I
one
don't know
fell
either.
swoop.
It might still suck.
Are we defending? Okay, I don't want to get too far off track. Are we defending the quality of She-Hulk the show, or
Yeah.
were we
No.
just simply answering the question about
It was
whether
a
or not
hypo-
you would read it? You would go and read the comic
It was a
after watching the show.
Well, my question was just a hypothetical. Do we think it might be better as like a sit down, watch the whole series
Gotcha.
instead of just watching one episode a week for a month or whatever? You know, you get that disconnect in between each episode. You're not thinking about She-Hulk every day, like, oh fuck, I can't wait till that next episode of She-Hulk comes out. You know, I've been waiting all week for this shit. But no, it's like maybe it'd be better as like kind of like a movie where you're watching the whole thing in one sitting rather than you having that disconnect in between.
But then you run into what his previous things was saying, that you're not focusing on enough time on their origin, or you're not dipping your feet on her understanding that if you throw it into a movie. But if you have a show, spread it out on some episodes, you can deep dive more into certain things.
'Cause
So if you
yeah.
do
You
it in
didn't
a
really
2 hour,
deep dive.
Because if you think about it, you are getting her origins. Like we see the start of her getting
all that stuff
into
literally
her
in the first-
system.
yeah, in the first episode.
So this is the origin story
Yeah,
of
right, you get it.
She-Hulk, not the
Yeah.
origin story of
and then
whatever her name is, Jenna Walters. I'm high.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeah. So, but
I want to say shit. I shouldn't have said
It's Jennifer.
Jennifer, yeah. See, we're all around.
I said Jennifer. What did I say? Deborah?
Jessica.
You
Deborah.
said Jessica. I don't know who
Jessica,
said
Jennifer.
I said
Jennifer.
Jennifer first.
Yeah, whatever. But it did that in the first episode, as far as, you know, Bruce, you know, training her on how the actually have these powers, maintain them, and how to control this and all that. So you get that in
A montage of it.
Yeah, look, pretty much.
And a montage means a stretch of time.
And it's not even really. You get a
Oh,
sort of
really?
a
Thank
montage.
you,
You
Professor.
see them. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
That was a
Because
terrible
you guys are always like,
definition of a montage.
you guys are always like, I wanted to see more of her training of like her.
Because here's the thing: is that you
how
can
does she learn her powers in a
great,
day in 6 hours?
They
Like
use
she's
do-
athletic. She's genetically enhanced.
You
Yeah.
can do a great montage.
Yeah,
We've seen great montages,
which was good. It was good.
It was good.
dude. I don't know. I'll go back and watch the first episode again.
Don't
But
watch it because Bruce was showing her like, oh, hey, you can pick up this rock and
I
throw it,
get
and
it.
then she gets
Which is
No, I
iconic
get
to
it.
the video game.
So here was the other thing too: is that
Picking up
like
rock.
I just don't think that show was for me. Like
Okay, that's fine then.
that.
And that's fine. I can live with
You know,
that.
like
If it
I just
wasn't
don't like.
for
I
you.
get what they were trying to do, but like while I was watching it, I'm like, I don't.
But see, but the problem, the problem that I run
Yeah,
into is where you go like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But because it's not for you, doesn't mean it's a bad show. Like this is the thing that me and you always argue about.
But here's the
Because
thing:
you
is
always
that
you're so quick
see,
to call something bad, and I just don't understand it.
and that's where you get caught up in your own personal
The math
childlike feelings,
don't
dog.
math.
Here's the
Don't
thing: your math, dog. Your math doesn't
The
matter.
math ain't mathing.
Because here's the thing: is that it's all subjective. That's where you get personal and butthurt. To me, it's bad. It is just bad.
So weird to me.
Point blank. Period. It's bad.
Yeah.
We can agree to
Yeah.
disagree. You can say it's good. I can say it's bad. To my head, it's bad. So to me,
Right.
yes, that makes it a bad fucking show.
Right.
Get out of your
Right.
feelings. To you, it's
No,
a great
and then-
show. Good.
It's not
That's
that-
good. So to
it's not
you,
that-
it's a good show. But that
Yeah.
does to me, that makes it bad. So yes.
And then-
in
but then I hear
in
your
my mind,
reasons,
It's a bad
Then
show.
I hear your reasons for bad, and then I go, oh no, they don't even the math don't math.
See,
Because that's your own personal opinion.
Where did Bradley go?
I know.
He left the conversation. He's like,
No,
he left, you came back.
he said it is good.
He is right there.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is like, I with people that say that if the bad, and I listen to your reasoning, like if your reasoning is
All right,
sound
fine.
and I get it, and then I'm fine. I'm just saying in general when I listen to people's kind of like opinions and stuff, And then when it's kind of like, that didn't happen in the show, or this didn't occur, or something like that, then we can have kind of like, did you actually watch it? Did you pay attention? Maybe revisit it. If like your recollection or your reasoning behind why it's bad just don't add up properly, then we do that.
But that's adding
like
up
that,
to you. Like that's like if somebody else puts fucking chips on a sandwich and you're like, well, that's delicious. And somebody else is like, I don't know. That doesn't really taste the best. Then you're like, well, what the fuck is your problem? Maybe try some Cheetos. Maybe try some Doritos. And they're like, nah, I'm still not digging the chips on the sandwich.
You're
like,
so dumb.
Like,
I hate your.
Get the fuck over it, dude. Like, it's like I get it. Like the math ain't mathing to you because it's good to you.
They're so
like,
good.
Just like y'all math doesn't math to me because I think it's a bad show.
And that's how he gets me every time.
And this is my thing with that analogy is like if you said that, oh, if I had chips on the sandwich, but it's like, dog, you had chips on your sandwich previously on the sandwich. You not remember that? You probably need to go back and revisit it because you had chips on a sandwich. That's what I'm saying. So like,
but I'm saying if I don't like chips on a sandwich, why are you dogging me? If you like chips on a sandwich, that's great.
Because you had chips on your sandwich beforehand.
When did I have chips on my sandwich before?
Just like, hey,
then maybe this time you put some soggy fucking chips on my sandwich. Maybe then that was the problem.
Like I said, like,
now it can make sense.
And you and I have a different definition of the word soggy because you apparently like that chip sandwich.
He is.
So, like, yeah, when we're saying with the origin of She-Hulk and like, oh, her doing her montage, learning how to be her powers, we're saying that happened, but you guys saying that didn't happen the way that you wanted to. But we're saying that was explored in there. So it's like, yeah, it's like you said, like the soggy
didn't crunch to me. The chips didn't crunch. That's just what happened to me.
The chips, I hate you. They're so good.
Soggy chips.
The chips ain't crunchy. Shut up. It's so good.
I'm fine with that, but it's when you say that I never had that or I don't like it at all. It's like you had it and you really didn't have like a solid opinion. You didn't spit the sandwich out or had an issue with it when the chips was on the sandwich previously. It's like, did you really have a problem? So now we're
or maybe you put chips on the sandwich and you put a little hot sauce on it, and this time you forgot the hot sauce, and this shit is just sucks now. You forgot the hot sauce. And then
I like go back. I'm like, remember this
soggy dill pickle lays.
Yeah, the soggy dill. Maybe you put some soggy dill pickle lays on there, and now I'm just like, this sandwich ain't sandwiching no more.
No. All right. We got into a deep one.
Now I want a sandwich.
Facts, though. I want some Cadbury's, low key. Right? Some fucking Cadbury's. Oh my god.
That's all I'm getting from this.
Now we just sound like we've been craving sandwiches for a week.
Right. All right, so what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna remake my sandwich. Yeah, put some different chips on it, and I'm gonna see what the outcome is. We'll figure it out from there.
Try like you said. You thought WandaVision was much better when you were able to watch it all the way through. Try the same sandwich like that with this.
WandaVision as it was going. I bum rushed to the couch to watch WandaVision as it came.
Now listen, I watched their reactions to
So one episode, and you saw me get excited about.
They were all giggling. They were chatting it up. They were having a cackle together. These two little peas in a pod having a good time.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
I'll release episode 2. And then as soon as it was over, that shit was trash, man. Like, why did they make it? Like,
So here's the thing. Here's my problem with Ant. And his childlike, I can't be an adult and let shit marinate brain.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Let's hear it.
See, you see how he pointed? Because he knows what I'm talking about.
Talk to me.
Let's hear it.
Anthony's the type of dude, you just won't let him hate. You never gone out, had an experience with somebody, or gone out and just had an experience, had fun in the moment, and then as you were walking away, you were kind of like, I mean, that was actually now that I'm thinking about it, wasn't really that much fun. I was just having fun because I was with my people. You've never had that? You've never had that experience?
Oh my god.
You've never had that experience? Like, it's more fun when you're watching it with the homies, you get to giggling, you get to smoking. It's a little bit more fun, but then you sit back and you think about it, you're like, that really wasn't that great. It's just
they didn't even sit back and think it was instantaneous. But okay,
that reflection hit them pretty quick.
Yeah, but like I think that
it hit me real quick.
I think that exact like scenario.
Why? Because I was sleeping.
Yup.
Fucking snoring. I put a fucking spell on that shitty movie.
Nah, it did it on his own.
Yeah, it did. It did. The Rock did it. The Rock was
The Rock
the curse.
did that. Yeah, he fucked that up.
No, he didn't.
What were you saying though, Brad? My bad.
But let's go.
You
Let's go,
don't you
Brad.
don't think that situation would change your experience with that movie, even if it was like a shitty movie? You know, like
No, because I'm able.
You were watching it with your friends, and you had a good time because you're all watching this movie together. Wouldn't you remember that every time you watch that movie? It's like, oh, this brings you back to that time we fucking watched it and it sucked.
Yeah, but again, that doesn't change the movie. That it changes it. All it really
Sure,
does
that's
is amplifies the
Absolutely, it
experience.
does.
It just amplifies the experience just a little, but it doesn't change whether the show or whether the movie was good or not.
No, because
we could watch
like,
a shitty movie together.
No.
We could watch a shitty movie together and be cracking up, or we could watch a shitty movie together and be like, "Oh, this shit sucks,"
and have a good time. And then that's the thing about repeating or going back to certain things and seeing if it holds up. And that's what I do a lot with certain things as far as like movies, shows, video games. And it's like, all right, this was just a prisoner of the time. And, I just liked it when it was at this moment. Like you said, I have played it with friends. But when I'm actually analyzing it and like breaking it down, because I say this to a lot of people.
GoldenEye sucks on the Switch.
Oh man, we replayed GoldenEye again. God dang, I was like, oh yeah, this is just a nostalgia thing. This game is not that great. It's just nostalgia, and it was fun playing with your friends and doing that. You tied those memories, but you go back and play it, or you go back and watch, Space Jam. It's like, man, this movie's really not that.
No,
stuff. It's like, it's fun.
My eyesight hasn't been the same since we played that.
Yeah, that
it got dramatically worse. It's so bad.
My brain really just, I think I had a mini stroke trying to do the inverted control stuff. Wasn't going right, man.
We're asking each other like, do you remember playing it like this?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't even remember this being this bad. It controlling so bad like this.
Absolutely terrible.
Did you play it on Xbox?
No, the Switch.
It was fine on Xbox.
Yeah, was it? Okay.
We're talking about it with the rare collection where you can have the twin stick, but with the Switch version, it's pretty much upscaled version of the N64 version of it. So the controls are pretty much the same. So controlling it on that shitty N64 controller, and now you bring it into a modern controller with the Switch Pro. That control, we tried to figure out a control scheme where we can play it like a modern first-person shooter, and it wasn't going, man.
So on the Switch, your right stick is like the C buttons on the 64 controller. So you have to strafe with the right stick, and like you have to turn with the left stick.
You need to play it on the Switch, because trust me, we tried to figure it out, try to like get the controller scheme.
Yeah,
that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
it was awful.
Yeah, that does not sound
but on whatchamacallit though, you can't play online, right? On Xbox, right?
Can't play
that
online.
Sucked. That shit killed me.
Yeah.
But the version of it though is really good. You're right on that. I played it for a little bit.
It's like playing any first person shooter.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's really good.
And then that one would be fun. But yeah, that some of those games, those old games, it's like nostalgia really takes over. It's like, how the fuck did we like sat here and played this, or how the fuck did we sat here and thought this movie was good, and how we do this? So certain things just tied to nostalgia, and nothing wrong with that. Go back and I can enjoy the movie for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're saying like, is it good? Not by any stretch. I'm not going to suggest to you go see this movie
Batman
because
and Robin.
It's good. Batman and Robin. I'll go back to watch the original Space Jam. I wasn't just like, oh, you really want to go see a good sports comedy movie? Go see Space Jam, the first one.
No, I won't let you do that. Space Jam is still fire. You're crazy.
I agree.
Space Jam is still good. You're out of your mind.
I'll watch Space Jam any day of the week.
I'll still watch it too. I love that movie. But if someone is saying like, oh, suggest like a good sports comedy movie, like go watch Space Jam.
You're not watching it for that though.
That would be a horrible recommendation.
Exactly. You had to be at the time.
Comedy movie.
It's not though. You're presenting it terrible.
It's a Looney Tunes.
No, dude, no.
It's a
Looney Tunes kids movie. Like it's.
But is that
it's spot on.
It's funny.
Looney Tunes.
You act like Looney Tunes is Dave Chappelle or something, nigga.
Oh
no,
it is what it is. But like when you go back and like kind of watch it and Michael Jordan acting in there.
Okay.
The Looney Tunes carried
How
that.
can
They
you
was
expect
like,
Michael
He
Jordan
don't
to
got
act,
time to
though,
act.
bro?
He's
Like,
dropping
come
40 on
on.
NBA players.
Right.
Come
He's
on.
dropping
You can't
40 in
expect the man to
in
act.
between shoots. He's dropping. Can you imagine Jordan
Oh,
inviting
my
everybody,
God.
dropping 40 on him in a Looney Tunes or a Looney Squad?
Oh, that'd be
uniform?
bananas.
yeah, the Toon Squad.
Do you imagine
Yeah.
the Toon Squad
Toon
uniform?
Squad.
You know he was
Yeah.
giving him buckets in that uniform, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
How
They make-
disrespectful is he?
And it was. And
I
he
mean,
had
like-
Sean Bradley in the movie.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking Sean Bradley.
Don't do that.
Bill Murray.
He's the most dunkable person in the world.
Oh, geez, yeah, he can dunk all of them. That's why the blue guy was such. See, I was gonna say the R
Gangly?
word. So stupid.
Oh, you were going to say the
God damn.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put the beat button in here so we can hit it.
And how he was, because he was like the stupid one. I was like, oh, of course, you got Sean Bradley, most doofy.
He was so doofy.
Dude.
Doofy is terrible, man.
But yeah, man, we get.
You're still crazy though. It's still a great movie for me. I'd watch it anytime.
I'll still watch it just because I was around during that whole thing, so I get it. But I'm not gonna like suggest, my nephew go like watch it. He probably won't get the same experience.
No, he
I
won't.
Do
I
It's
feel
for us.
Desmon's point on that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for us though.
If you
of
didn't see Space Jam as a kid, you there's no reason.
It's
for
not
to
for
watch
you.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's
Mind your
absolutely
business.
no reason for you. to
Exactly. It's one of those situations. Mind your business.
Yeah, stay in your lane and mind your
Like
fucking
that, yeah.
business. Don't even see the second one. Leave it alone.
Leave it. It's not for
Leave
you.
it
The
alone.
second one. I haven't
I'll
seen
see.
the second
I'll see
one.
say, hey, if they watch the second one because and they like the second one,
That one was
I
so butt.
I get it
Yeah.
because it's LeBron James. That's Jordan. Because when
I
that
understand
Space
why
Jam
my
came out,
5-year-old.
Who's the GOAT when it comes to acting? Michael Jordan or LeBron?
LeBron, hands down.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen him in that other movie with freaking what's the
Trainwreck.
Yeah, Trainwreck.
That's a
Yeah.
good ass movie.
Is
Yeah,
that, is
he
this
was
just
in
the
it.
joke?
He's acting like he was broke.
Had more appearances.
Yeah, well, he had more opportunities to, craft his, acting skills. He did a fine job in that terrible house party movie.
Is that? I didn't even see it, dog. I breezed past that so fucking fast, dog.
Dude,
I was like, I don't need anything to do with that shit.
It's free. It's on HBO.
I'm good. I know it's free, and I know it's on HBO, and I am good. I'm so good.
It's like, it has some funny moments, but overall, it's kind of like,
This is
it's
like
a meh.
this. I mean, like to me, this is like why are they making another Good Burger? I know that they're bringing back
My
cheese,
same
but
dude.
I didn't.
I
had the
love
same
Good
thought.
Burger. I still have Good Burger on DVD, but why
Bro,
the fuck? do
My
we need another
future
Good
brother-in-law brought it up to me, and I was like, "Nah." I was like,
Yes.
"That's gonna be whack." He was like, "What? Keenan
Yes.
and Kel back
I don't
together?" I was
need
like,
it. We
I don't need that.
shit, dude. We
"That's
don't.
not gonna be good."
Even when you bring back the OGs, I don't need Kel yelling strawberry jacuzzi again. I think
yeah,
it once.
exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need it again.
And you know what they're going to do too is they're going to bring in like, oh, we have kids now. You guys going to work at the
Oh,
Family
dude,
Good
like the
Burger.
'90s show, the '90s. Yeah, the '90s show is what it's called now.
And then to bring that in like, oh, your kids, yeah, we used to work at the Good Burger and kind of bring them in
I'm
kind of thing. They're going to have younger like their kids and stuff. Bring that in there. So yeah, I'm good on it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, unless you never know if the trailer comes out and it seems okay. I'll say this that Dungeons and Dragons.
That looks good.
After I watched like a long trailer,
A couple of trailers,
and I'm like, this actually seems pretty
I'm like,
good.
damn, let me do it.
I want to go see this movie now.
All right.
But but there's a difference though. Like, there's a difference. See, and this is why I get worried too. Like, there's a difference. Dungeons and Dragons does look good. But there's a difference between waking up one morning
either
and being like, look at where we are technologically. Let's try to do Dungeons and Dragons again. Because we tried it once back when CGI was crappy, god awful shit. And it just didn't flow. Now we actually have like nerds in Hollywood. We got good storytellers. Let's try to tap that again. Let's try to do that again.
And the more
they fucked that up with Mortal Kombat, but it looks like they nailed it with Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't do that above.
The Mortal Kombat. But I'll say with the Dungeons and Dragons
Fighter guy. Fighter guy. Isn't that what Homeboy called?
Yeah. And his power is that he just got armor on him. It was
Dumb.
they,
Dumb. Oh, you're gonna start a whole new riot. This is
Yeah, we can't start on Mortal Kombat.
let's not do it.
Can't.
That
we don't
really
got time.
Mortal Kombat.
We don't.
But
But I gotta hit the golf dome. Fucking with y'all.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, the goal. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get us, you know what I'm saying, to the pros. You feel me?
Oh shit!
Dang.
All right.
Yeah, right.
Sponsorship for what was it that you would Goodfellow?
Yes,
That you trying to get that
fellow.
sponsor?
Oh, yes,
Oh,
sir.
whatever it was.
Trying to get that sponsorship.
Get that sponsorship.
Oh
That
my
golf
God.
sponsor.
Come on, man. Make sure y'all tweet my pic or you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Add my pictures to them.
Yeah, we will.
But anyway, yeah, we will. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
well,
Sure.
But yeah, we don't have time for Mortal Kombat now.
No, well, I'll say this: we do have time for this real quick. Who's seen Mario this coming week?
I do
Definitely.
want to see it.
That looks
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
I want to see
wanna
it.
go see
Mhm.
We should go see it.
I think it's
It
a
looks
great casting for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Weren't people going hard on it when they first saw the trailer, though?
People, okay, so, yeah.
just because of Chris Pratt? And,
Like,
Why?
fuck off. Do you really want to watch a 2-hour Mario movie with Mario talking the way that he does in the video games? No,
And
you
it-
fucking don't. Shut
and-
the fuck up. And let
and
the
no,
man
they
do
don't.
his thing.
Exactly. And then
Wait,
how they would do it is you see so many people. I don't see why so many people are not outraged by how they doing like the stereotype, Italian
Decepticon
voice.
type shit.
Let's go. This is me. This is what the
That's how
Italian person sounds like.
That's how he's going to be doing it?
No, he's not. No, he's
No.
just like he
Oh,
sounds
People
like
are mad about that. They're mad
It's
that
like-
he's not doing the, it's me.
it's me, an Italian guy.
No, nobody. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
that.
you
No.
don't wanna-
Right.
That's why he only has a couple of words that he says in the video game.
right.
Yeah,
And
there's
it's just like,
hints of it.
Yeah.
There's hints of it. There's like small hints of it in his accent, like when he's
Yeah,
talking in
small
his
hints.
voice, but it's like very minimal and it's not. Yeah, you don't want to hear. People just want to hate. That movie.
Yeah,
was
that's-
fucking great.
that's basically what
That's
it
I'm
is.
gonna say.
Yep. But I think that it kind of drowned out like how much attention to detail, how much Easter eggs, and how much stuff is going into this movie. This movie is going to be fun on repeat views, just all the little
Mhm.
stuff that they're picking out, like
Mhm.
on the trailer, like, oh, the part on the street corner, or like when they're walking on the street, that's literally how the first level, the first game starts off,
Mhm.
and they have that out
Mhm.
there, and all this stuff like that. So it's going to be a treat for people that,
That know the Easters.
that
Yeah.
played the games throughout here, because Mario's a timeless
Yeah.
character. People know who he
Timeless.
is, and just
And
played
all
all
the
his
games.
games like that.
All
Yep,
the
all
games.
the
And
games.
that's-
Smash
yeah,
all
Brothers,
the games.
Donkey Kong, Mario Kart,
Mhm.
like all
Kart.
that's
Yep,
going to be
all that.
represented in there.
And
It's
if it
gonna be
hasn't
fun.
already, it's gonna bring in a huge new generation of people that are gonna want to play Mario. Mario's
You
gonna
get that
fly
Nintendo
off the
Switch.
shelf again, just because people
Yeah,
once they see
yeah.
it too, they're gonna want to play it again. Anyway,
Yeah.
Especially kids, yeah.
yeah, kids and
Yeah,
adults.
Mario's
I'm
good.
sure, like if I walked out of the movie theater, I'm looking for Mario 64 when I get home. Like I'm
Mhm.
fucking trying to find
It's on
some way
the,
to
it's
get
on the
my
Yeah.
Switch.
It is
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Switch.
So like, yeah,
And of course,
that
Switch.
movie's gonna be fucking.
I'll probably pay for my gosh damn expensive ass Nintendo Switch Online again. Why is it so expensive, Desmond?
I don't know.
It's only
It
like
is.
$5 a month.
No. If you want all like the
Oh
N64
yeah, it's like 50,
and all the, it's 50.
50
Dog.
something.
Oh,
Expensive.
It's hella
I'm a-
expensive.
Is it a month or a year?
It's a fun, but I got the family plan, so I got a couple
Yeah,
of
I had the
people
family
on
plan
Yeah.
too.
I got,
So
I got
that's
my
that's
friends
where I
on
looked
there.
first for GoldenEye, and I was like, $50, holy shit! And then it was on Game Pass for Xbox. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Oh, free.
yeah, and you just But I hope the Mario movie. I know I love how like they have like all the Easter eggs and everything. Let's just hope that the actual movie is good. It's gonna be better than the '90s one, hands down. So
I don't know. That might be tough to beat.
yeah, oh yeah.
John
Mark Solo.
Leguizamo. Who else
I know.
Who else was in that?
Bob Hoskins, RP to him, and
I love that movie.
What movie?
John
Yeah,
Leguizamo
John Leguizamo was Luigi.
Yeah,
Oh, that old school one?
yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Dennis Hopper is Bowser.
Dennis
Hopper.
yeah,
Oh
Bowser,
my
yeah.
God, it's fantastic.
Who was Mario in that movie?
Bob
Hoskins.
Bob
Bob
okay,
Hoskins.
Phil Collins, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil
Favorite.
Collins. Yeah, yeah. Phil Collins.
Fuck, that movie was awesome.
Where can I watch that? I'm gonna try to go watch that.
I don't know if you can anywhere. I'm pretty sure it just got banned.
I got it on
Whoa.
DVD. I got it on DVD
Damn.
if you want to come out here and get it.
Okay, yeah. I'll catch the next flight for sure.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
I'll watch that.
Catch it. I could just watch it there, but I'll take it with me instead.
Yeah,
I'll bring it back in a week.
I'll bring it back.
Bro, it's literally nowhere.
No, you're not.
That's
No,
stupid.
you can rent it for probably $4 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, do something like that, or
I
just
can't even find it on there.
Oh,
yeah, you can probably rent it on there.
it's got to be somewhere.
and just get that. But if the story, I know they said they're gonna have plenty more Mario movies. So if it's just a fun movie, and we'll see how it goes, because
They're like adventure.
yeah, fun event, because what they're doing too is also, all right, Mario, you have to train to do this. So we're gonna get kind of like him learning how to be a hero. So off the bat, he's not gonna be busting backflips and punching stuff out. Yeah, right.
A bunch of that shit.
Oh yeah, he's got to like figure it out. It looks
Yeah.
like in this one.
Yeah, which makes I'm not mad at that, because
Nah.
overweight Italian plumber busting backflips and stuff.
I mean, it would have been. I mean,
Martial arts
like
move.
you could have sold me on the fact that he's done this before, and then this is just a repeat offense. But I
Yeah,
do,
right,
I
yeah.
do like.
This backflips, I think, is what gets me. Oh, fucking A. A little overweight Italian busting backflips.
Yeah,
Fuck. That shit is a funny image, bro.
but yeah,
But yeah, no, I want to see it. So I think, I guess, are we going to go see it together then?
if not, because I am going to get my.
Are you going to go to the Alamo?
Yeah,
Tickets are
I
on
love the Alamo
Wednesday.
Draft House.
You know what? I'll go to the Alamo with you for this one.
All right, the Alamo Draft House is fun. I like that movie theater.
Jake, are you in?
When is it?
It's a fun-
When?
We'll talk offline about it.
Yeah.
We don't got to do it on
Yeah,
here.
do it, yeah. But we'll figure that out. But yeah, no, 100%. I'm seeing that on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm doing that.
All right. You know what I am excited for? We should have
Doesn't
talked
it come
about
out
this.
on Friday?
What's up, Binky?
No, Wednesday.
Whoa, you've never been in here before. How you doing? Or maybe you?
Yeah, she has.
I don't
She
know.
has a couple times. She was out of
I
town.
don't know.
She
Oh,
tried it.
maybe.
She jumped
I don't
in
know.
one of them, but then she was out of town. How was your trip?
Okay. I
And also,
appreciate
hello,
that. Yes.
Hello, whoever you were talking to.
Binky.
She's always in the.
That-
she's
that-
always
that
in the
comes from-
GMS show chat.
Yeah, she's
That's
close from the
where we
gym.
know.
She also has her own channel too.
Okay. Well, then
Gotcha.
there you go. Follow that channel too. Follow
I think we
Javon's
should-
channel.
I'm not sure
There we
if
go.
RJ2H follows it yet, but we'll make sure we
Probably
can get that
not,
done.
because I'm not on top of that right now. I'm terrible in this game, so we're
Yeah.
figuring it out as we go.
We're figuring it out as we go, man. Hey, this is wrong. We're doing
That
it.
happens.
But what were you getting ready to bring up, Jake?
Oh, I was gonna bring up the new Power Rangers movie. I might be alone in wanting to see that shit, but I want to see that shit.
You talking about the reunion one that's gonna be
Yeah,
like on Netflix?
whatever.
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
oldies,
no.
with the OGs, it looks better
I'm
than
watching
the
it.
fucking one they tried to make 5-6
Does
years
it?
ago.
Does it?
No,
though?
admit
It
that.
does.
No, like
It does.
rewatch that.
It might
that
be
one
better.
wasn't bad. That one
It was
wasn't
bad.
bad.
It was bad.
I
You
agree.
should
It
have.
wasn't that bad.
It wasn't as bad as like some of them.
You talking about where they skipped school and got the powers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are like that. Yeah, that one.
with Billy from
That was
Stranger
cool.
Things.
Yeah, that was cool.
where he
And
was
they
the-
got
where he was the
Walter
main
White
one.
is Zordon. Come on.
That was cool.
Yeah, it wasn't
but-
that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I thought it was kind of. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it since. You know what I think took me out was when Brad laughed out loud when the dude said morphin time, because he said it so
Brad,
loud.
you can't do that.
We were in the movie theater pumped for the movie, and it's like we've gone through like 2 hours of this movie, and this dude waiting for the moment, and this dude just walks up. He's like, "All right, morphin time." And Brad like just fucking capped like, out loud. It took me out of the rest of the movie. I was like, this movie sucks.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
The hands
no.
down, the coolest part about the Power Rangers is the intro guitar riff, and that was nowhere to be found.
No, they did it in the. They did
did.
it.
At the end credits,
No, in the I guess
They
maybe
did
they
it in a
didn't do
fight.
it.
No,
But they played the OG '90s theme when they were all
No.
like right after they got their costumes, like when they got. Yeah, they did.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure. I remember hearing like a little. They did a little
They
kind of
played-
updated
yeah, they
version
played
of it.
The OG
They're like-
'90s one.
Is it like- Was it like a
When they're all in
flash,
their
like how they
Zords,
did
and
in?
It's like running, and it's a huge wide shot, and it's all them in their
It was
Zords.
it was in that movie. It's
It was
all,
in there.
No, I
It's
think
on
I think I
Prime.
said that's where
Amazon
it
Prime.
should have been, but it was. I remember that being a huge disappointment of that movie.
No, it was
that
in there.
wasn't.
It was in there.
Oh.
Now I
It's
gotta,
on-
now I
Because that
gotta
was the
watch
best part of the
shitty
movie,
ass
too.
Go watch it
movie
again. It's on Amazon Prime. I think it's still on there.
I have it on DVD. I don't watch it.
Not even Blu-ray, DVD.
Oh, DVD, big
it's
fan.
It doesn't deserve
$2
Blu-ray.
It's like the $2 bin at Walmart. You get the deep cuts. You know?
Yeah, dude.
At the same time, you got Mario too. Just saw that in the $2 bin.
Actually, I stole that one from Family Video in Illinois.
Family criminal. Criminal.
Admitting you're snitching on yourself.
Those late fees are definitely upwards of 5,000. So criminal.
They looking
That's
for
fine.
you now.
That's fine. Oh, they
Imagine.
Y'all don't have like an old Blockbuster DVD or Redbox DVD chilling somewhere? I got
Oh,
at least
yeah.
like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I got a couple of Blockbuster Hollywood Video ones too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, like
Definitely.
this is my thing with the Redbox though. Like one, like you forgot to turn it back and or you couldn't find it. But like maybe even 2, 1 or 2, fine. But like 7,
Who's got 7?
you're a thief.
Who's
You're
got
a thief.
7?
I hate to admit it, but the love of my life. When I came in, when I came into her life and I saw how many Redbox things she
Oh,
had
you're
stacked
in
up,
trouble.
That's
you're
terrible,
a criminal.
bro. That is a
are.
criminal enterprise
You're a
right
piece of
there.
shit.
That's a criminal enterprise.
Like,
What
she's
the
a
fuck?
piece of shit.
Ouch.
Oh man,
That is
Oh man.
she won't return shit back,
that is a criminal
Snitch,
enterprise.
snitch, snitch.
and you haven't returned my heart back either. So it's, I love you. Okay?
Aw.
That's how you
Seven
finish
Redbox,
it.
7
That's how you
Redbox
don't get in
DVDs in the
trouble.
heart. That's what we're gonna find in the safe. That's fucking incredible.
Yikes.
Man.
I was like, yeah, I saw that. I was like, she's a huge pile of shit. I don't know what I got myself into.
Well, I mean, like I remember there was a time for a while though, like if you got a Redbox DVD, like when it first was a thing before they started charging like $2 and $1.50 and all that shit. When it was
Yeah,
like
when
just
it got
$1,
crazy. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like at one point it was almost cheaper, if not the same exact price, to just rent a fucking Redbox and keep it rather than buying the DVD. Because the DVD, like the Blu-ray DVD was like $25, $30, and like a Redbox, they cut you off. They like stopped charging it after like 27 days or something like
Yeah, after 20, it's like $27 or $28. You bought the movie basically.
You've
Like,
already
you know what?
bought in the movie. So I think at
Keep
one
it.
point,
movie,
like,
keep it.
like in its inception, like it was almost cheaper to just keep the Redbox DVD. But I'm not sure like how fucking true that actually is.
No, they upcharge it a little bit.
Well, now they do. Now
Probably.
it's like fucking $250 for one out the Redbox. Which
Wait,
who the
time
fuck
out.
gets anything out the Redbox anymore?
I was about to say, like, where the fuck did you find a Redbox at?
There's a
They're still
Redbox
outside
right
of
over by
Walgreens.
my parents' house still.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still got.
We
Tons
still
of
got a
Redbox
couple.
here.
I mean, like
Yeah.
they still got a couple.
They're still out there.
Yeah.
You haven't been to McDonald's in a long time.
Yeah, they still got them at
They're still in
McDonald's.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, there's still people that like DVDs, man. There's still
and they
people that
go
want
to a
the-
Redbox.
Old
Yeah.
people can't change their ways. That's why,
Bro. My dad
just
still
like
gets from
racism,
Redbox.
they hold on to
My dad
DVDs
still
like they
rents
hold on to
Redbox
racism.
every Saturday. Yeah, old people don't change, man.
DVDs will die when the last 75-year-old plays.
I promise you.
Oh.
In 20 years, my kids are gonna be watching movies on their sunglasses, and I'm still gonna be like pulling up the PlayStation or the Amazon Fire Stick, looking for the
Yeah.
streaming service.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
downloaded
like
this.
there.
I downloaded this.
You'll still be on this one, yeah.
And all they got to do is
Yeah.
just fucking go like that or
Yeah.
plug themselves in and they got a movie.
Y'all,
Just pops
y'all,
up.
y'all are young. I watched a VHS yesterday.
Oh, come on now. We all did. Okay, now we
Yeah,
got
we still got-
VHSs. You know we got some VHSs.
Yeah,
All the family home videos are on VHS now. Come on.
I got VHS, and when you used to get like the blank VHS tape, and you got 2 VCRs, so you can record.
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
To do that, so you can have the movie right there. You rent the
Piracy.
movie for you.
Were you
Yes,
guys
exactly.
bougie? Did you have like the separate
The
rewinder?
rewinder. Yep. Ours looked like a red like Corvette.
Yeah.
Convertible.
You just ours just looked like a little like it looked like
Radio
a big
Shack.
ass fucking. It looked like a big ass
Radio Shack. Shout out.
Just, like, fucking stuck that thing in
Circuit
there,
City
closed
and
it.
Radio Shack.
Oh no, yeah.
You remember what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
remember the version. You have the one that's going the one that rewinds everything for you automatically. What?
Yeah.
Like
You
you take
never
it
had
out.
those?
You take it out of the VCR that is perfectly capable of rewinding
Yeah.
tapes and put it in a completely different
Machine.
console that rewinds it for you.
Hold on. I got you. Hold on, Mark. Hold on. I got
I
you.
know it's. I'm like, your VCR could not do that all in one.
Oh, it
No,
could.
no. This thing rewound it in like 3 seconds.
Oh, I know
mean,
what you're talking
it's
about.
the efficiency.
I'm talking
I get
hyperbole.
you.
They
but
had
like,
the
yeah,
Blockbuster
like,
rewinder.
Yeah.
They got one out the back.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. No, we didn't have that.
Nah, we had the same one. So you can watch another movie instantaneously,
Yeah,
nigga.
dog. I don't gotta fucking
kind
rewind
and
it, and then I
rewind.
don't get and then my dad doesn't get charged by Blockbuster because they had to rewind it.
Be
It's all right. We'll
kind,
just-
please rewind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
Ah, the
man.
good
Now
old
the
fucking
honesty
days.
of that business, though, you know.
Holy crap!
Listen, you watched it. Just do us a fucking solid, okay? So we can keep it pushing over here.
You
On
can
All
that.
just
right,
hit the
yeah.
rewind button and walk away for 5 minutes, but like
That's what I used to do. Just do that and just like, all right, all right.
But then,
That's what I
you take it back to Blockbuster and put it
a
through the
good
slot,
business
and it
model.
just free falls for like 3 feet into the bottom of it.
Yeah,
True.
Shove it in there.
Oh god, that's so funny. It falls like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my
For some
god.
reason, it feels like it fell 10 feet, but it just went like 3.
Yep.
Not
And then
even.
like and then of course and then you walk in because you returned it. You already threw it in through the slot, and then you walk in and they're like, "Oh, you already got a movie out," and you're like, "No, I just fucking threw it through the thing."
Oh
check,
yeah.
check the thing. Check the thing.
Turned it.
It's
There's no SQL databases connected to that.
Yeah. Nope. It's right there. Just turn
Bro,
around.
the fucking good old days. You could only get what,
Yeah.
like, was it like 5 movies at a time or something like that? And then they'd have
Mhm.
the occasional
Hell
deals
yeah.
where it was like 5 movies for $5. So you
Hell
gotta run in
yeah.
there and just have a weekend full of movies.
Get your treats and shit.
Bruh.
If you had
Oh
if you
my
had
God.
that if you had that Blockbuster Blue Card like the thing that you had to pay for like $10 a month or something to have that
Yeah.
subscription.
The
We
membership
had that
card.
one. Yeah, the membership card. You get like 1 free movie a month and do
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
You get to
Scan
keep
that shit and go.
the 2-day movies a little bit longer and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
remember that Blue Card. I was like,
Oh yeah, because the new releases you only got for 2 days. So if you had the blue card, you got
Blue
them
card,
for like
you get
3 or 4.
Or you get them a little bit longer. Yep, I remember that.
Oh,
fucking
my
hilarious.
God, bro.
Loved it. I loved it.
Jesus Christ.
But I was personally more of a Hollywood video
Yes,
type
I was
person.
just getting ready to say Hollywood video.
I like
Yeah.
Hollywood video.
Mhm.
the Hollywood
Yeah,
video
man.
was too far from our house, so that's why we went Blockbuster. I think we would have.
I guess proximity.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing because there was a Hollywood video and there was a Blockbuster, and there was our house was almost right in between, but Blockbuster was like 4 minutes closer. And when you're talking about like running errands and cutting time, and the Blockbuster's right next to the grocery store we normally go to, if you fucking think I'm driving past my house to go back to Hollywood video, you're out your fucking mind. Which I get it. I get it. I understand.
Hollywood had Game Crazy.
Hollywood it had better snacks.
Yeah, it did.
I think
My
it was
boy
cheaper.
Cooters, his
Cheaper,
parents
too.
were at Hollywood Video, and they had way better snacks.
Binky said that weekend Blockbuster run put a lot of weight on me.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
This is
That's
true,
hilarious.
bro. Those runs were crazy, and then the runs with your friends too. When you went over to a friend's house and your friend's parents had a Blockbuster, and they like just let you get games and candy.
Hell yeah.
Yep, that's how I played a lot of games.
Them was the days. Brad and I had a day like that. Well, I'm never doing that shit again, bro. That
Why?
fucking bro. You can't do it as an adult anymore. We tried.
What
What happened?
We had
What
we had a
what
full
did we
night.
do?
That full night where we built the fort and watched Rush Hour and ate Cheetos and drank Mountain
Hold
Dew.
on.
And
Hold on.
And ate like a whole bag
Hold-
of gummy bears.
Yeah,
Hold the phone.
dude.
Hold the phone.
Like
Hold
a
the phone. Hold the
three-
phone.
Like a 3-pound bag of Black Forest gummy bears.
Did these niggas say they built a fort?
We built
That's
the
Oh,
what I
yeah.
heard.
Yeah,
We
bro.
got it.
With
Yeah.
like blankets and pillows type
Yeah.
shit or what?
And chairs and tables. Yeah, bro. Like we built a fort and then put the TV under it
That's
and then
so
set it up so we could
precious.
watch Rush Hour.
Aw, that's nice.
That is amazing. What a beautiful story. I wish I was there.
I think that was like one of my last hurrahs when Emma was pregnant. They're
He's like, we
that
gotta
was
do
like-
it.
We gotta do it big.
We gotta do it 90 style.
And then that next
Yeah.
morning, yeah, bro. And then that next morning, we were both like, never again, never again.
Why? Because the life is too good?
bro? Stomach.
Oh, your stomach.
Yeah,
The
eating all
stomach.
that candy. I'm surprised they didn't go in like
3
some
pound.
type
I
of
mean, like, yeah, it
diabetic
was
shock.
like, bro, it was like a 3-pound bag of gummy bears. There was hot Cheetos. There was Mountain Dew involved.
Oh
Like,
my
it was
God.
I think,
Yeah.
I think it was hot fries, not hot Cheetos.
hot fries. That's what.
Hot
Yeah.
fries. That's, I mean,
You know what I'm
that's, you
saying?
know,
So like,
Hella hot fries.
hella hot fries.
You think
That's
And
the
not-
title of this
not-
episode.
not-
Hella hot
not-
fries.
Yeah.
Not just Mountain Dew. It was Code Red Mountain
yeah, it was
Dew.
Code Red. So like,
Y'all was shitting red for fucking weeks.
Oh my
bro.
God!
It
Yuck.
looked like we needed to go to the emergency room.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations, you guys still being with us today. You guys. That sounds like a rough time.
Yay!
It was a great
I had to
time.
fucking-
Yeah.
Bro, we
Oh.
were like smoking individual blunts. We were smoking dabs. We just like we're keeping ourselves fueled with weed and Mountain Dew. Like we were, like we were
y'all-
13, but we had access.
I know,
to
yeah.
weed.
Exactly.
That is
your
honestly
your body cannot recover and take all that stuff like that, like it used
Never
to.
again, bro.
that sugar spike sent that body into shock, man.
Right?
Man.
That's worse than probably having a hangover. You probably better off drinking.
It was comparable for sure.
It's pretty comparable, yeah.
That's
Oh,
fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for sharing that little anecdote.
I know, right? Jeez.
Yeah.
There's all
Yeah.
kinds, we got all kinds
We
of
should do that.
people.
We should do it for it. We should do that.
How are you gonna
We
do
should-
it for?
we
All
should
TVs
all-
are mounting on the
We should
wall
all
now.
build a fort. We should all build a fort for the next podcast.
That'd be dope.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I got more than
Desmond,
enough
Desmond, what
room
you
for
do
that.
is you take you said your TV is mounted
Yeah.
in a blanket above
Yeah,
the TV.
like,
You just
yeah.
pin it and then drape it across and then like connect it to the next blanket. Or
Uh-huh.
put, you know what I'm saying? Like just build,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
You
Just
figure it out from
okay.
there. Yeah.
Compensate. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
engineering of the
right,
the amount of
You guys figured it
engineer
out.
work
You
they
gotta be
have.
creative. You gotta be creative. You gotta use
Yeah,
different materials.
I like
You know?
it. Okay. There you go. Got enough blankets.
That is
so I can work it
amazing.
out.
Oh
Yeah,
my
bro.
gosh.
Fort
Yeah.
building. Gotta,
All right, well
put
then
you
there's
back
the next
into-
episode. We're gonna build forts. Live from the fort.
Live from the forts.
I'm into that.
A
I'm into
fortnight.
that.
Any last
We
last
gotta-
thoughts before we end the show today?
I did have a thought.
All
One
right,
last thought. If Grogu ends up in Mandalorian armor, I'm done. It's my. I don't
that would
need.
be so adorable though.
Well, they already built his little piece.
Is that what
I
she's
know,
been
that's what I'm
making?
saying.
Foundling
He is
one.
on
Is that what she's making?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the
See,
start.
that was
That's the
his
start
first
of his
piece of
piece.
like Mandalorian armor.
For an armor. Yeah.
So if they give him a helmet, I'm done. If he looks like this, I'm done.
How adorable!
That's badass. Yeah, you see.
That looks sick as hell.
See, I already have a blanket and a
Bro.
coat over there. I'm gonna get that.
I have to have that.
I'm gonna get that. You told me. That looks.
Thank you for
badass.
showing me my new cosplay.
Right?
Because I'm the same size as
God.
Grogu.
You're
I'll
over,
be looking like that at Comic Con.
stop. You're
Or
over.
Twin
off
Cities
of that.
Con.
Yeah.
I
You-
can't.
No.
I can't do it, bro.
If I see that, I'll start watching it. I'll watch Boba Fett all the way through if they do that.
Bring him in. Yeah. So just shoehorn that in there. No, that looks badass.
That is so cute.
But we won't get that until 20 years, because that's the thing too with Grogu, how young he is, and they age so in that rate race they age so slow. So you're not going to get at least a preteen Grogu, maybe more like 50 years down the line, probably even more than that. 200, 100.
Bruh.
All right.
I'll take it whenever it comes, honestly.
Right.
That's sick.
Hey, they do it, and somehow that if that is the season finale
Of
on
him
this
just-
crappy season,
He's just,
and
walking
dude,
into the sunset like this, like walking up
Yep.
on Din.
yep, and there's
That
have
is dope.
All right, it won't redeem the season, but hey, I'll buy the toy.
I think this season, I think they're handing the show over to Bo-Katan. That's kinda what it feels like.
There's no redemption knowing that Tim Robbins is gonna continue to appear in this show.
Oh, but you love the ladies, man.
Ladies, man, yeah. Wait, Tim Meadows is gonna be on the show.
Or, sorry, Tim Meadows. That's what I meant. Tim Meadows.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
in the
he's-
though.
He's already in the show.
Oh
And
man.
he did not yet try to put it in the butt. But
Freaking ladies, man.
You guys are dumb.
God. I can't.
oh,
They're gonna put the
I
ladies.
couldn't-
That's
I
hilarious.
couldn't- It
I can't.
ruined the whole episode.
Oh
It's like,
yeah. Hey man.
Seriously?
That's fucking funny.
Man, why
Trying to
not?
get that, just gotta get that Disney money.
everybody
Hey,
got
yeah.
some Disney money, man.
Bringing that old SNL.
I don't know
fan
too
base.
many people who are renting or streaming the ladies, man. all the time anymore.
We'll see. Hey, if those numbers spike up, like yes.
That's what it is. And then we see Ladies Man 2 coming out.
Ladies Man.
I didn't even recognize him. It wasn't until Brad said it in the group chat. He's like, Tim Meadows. I'm like, where?
Forget the
like,
Grogu merch.
Fuck.
We're getting the Tim Meadows merch next.
Oh my God, bro. Star Wars. Yes, I guess it is fitting because Star Wars is trying to put it in the butt right now.
Oh man, that'll be hilarious.
Oh shit. But all right, y'all. Thanks for jumping in the chat. We truly appreciate it. See y'all on the next one. When is the don't we have another movie coming out soon?
Mario.
Yeah, well, Mario, but he's talking about Guardians.
Yes.
Guardians.
Guardians. Catch us at the Imagine Theater for that for sure. I mean, if we're all gonna, well, you're gonna go to the Alamo, but like I said, we'll figure that out. Maybe we'll do a show for the Mario one. But other than that, if you like the show, like the show. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. Hit that bell notification if you want to know when we go live. Y'all have a good ass day. Peace.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Woo.
With a box of scrap.
Thanks.
Boom.